Hi, I'm Laura from Amazon.com Baby, and this is Casey from Graco. We're here to talk to you about making a purchase decision for your car seat for your child. Casey, can you walk us through these different types of car seats?
Yeah, so when we think about car seats, we typically think about your infant car seat, your convertible car seat, a harness booster, and then finally your belt positioning booster. So determining which seat is best for you is really going to depend both on finding the proper fit for your child as well as your car. And if you ever have questions about that, it's really helpful to go to a child passenger safety technician in your area.
Great, so this is an infant car seat, correct?
Correct. So with the infant car seat, this is the seat that most parents are going to come home from the hospital with. It typically starts at a weight range of about 4 to 5 pounds, and it's going to help fit that smallest baby when you come home from the hospital.
Great, so tell us about putting this kind of car seat in your car. What do you need to have? Do you have to have an extra base? Do you need to have latch? How does this go in the car?
Yeah, that's a great question. So with this seat, so this one right here is a SnugRide by Graco. So it does come with a stay-in-car base. This is going to allow mom to install your base, and you're going to install it one time, and then your top portion of your carrier is simply going to click into that. Your base can be either installed with latch, so they are latch equipped.
Okay.
If you don't want to use that option, there's also the option to use your vehicle seat belt to install the base.
Okay.
And then you can purchase extra bases so that you can easily move the carrier from one car to another.
Great. So in your spouse's car or your grandma's car, or anything like that.
Any caregiver.
Great. So what about crash testing? Has this been through thorough?
Yes, that's also a great question. So all Graco car seats have been rigorously crash tested. All the ones you see here today have also been side impact tested.
On this one, another advantage is that you can click it out and it can go in a stroller, correct?
Correct. So with the infant car seat, you can either buy it as a travel system, which is when you purchase your infant car seat and your stroller together as one set, or you can purchase your infant car seat and your stroller separately and they'll still work together, and that'll create your own travel system.
And Graco also has a frame that you can just put this in, right? For easy traveling?
SnugRider.
Great, so you don't have to wake up baby, you can just take them out and stick them right in there. That's great.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell us about the next kind of car seat. This is a convertible car seat.
Correct, so a convertible car seat, as opposed to your infant car seat, is a seat that can be used both in rear-facing and forward-facing mode. So as child grows, that's going to allow you to transition them when they're ready. Something like the MyRide 65, which you see here, is going to go rear-facing from 5 to 40 pounds, and then forward-facing from 20 to 65 pounds. That rear-facing weight limit is really important. It's important to make sure that your child stays rear-facing as long as possible. Right now, the American Academy of Pediatrics actually recommends that that's at least 2 years of age. So the higher that rear-facing weight limit, the more that's going to enable a parent to do that.
So this one faces backwards for an infant, and then when they graduate to this one, it can face both backwards and then transition them after 2 or when they hit that weight limit?
Correct. So it's typically going to depend again on your child as well as your seat. So you want to make sure that your child has met both your weight and height requirements of the seat that you purchased before moving them forward facing.
And what about latch on this one? Does it also have latch?
Yes, it does. So on the MyRide 65, there's actually dual latch belts. So there's a latch belt in the front, which can be used in rear-facing mode, and then a latch belt in the rear, which can then be used in your forward-facing mode.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to re-thread it.
Exactly. So it makes it a little bit easier for mom and instills a little bit more confidence that she's done it correctly.
And also crash tested and side impact.
Correct. All of the above. With this seat, you still have your 5-point harness, as well as an adjustable headrest. So this is going to move up as child grows. Removable body and support, and then you still have your integrated cup holders.
Great, so let's move to the next kind. So this is a booster with a 5-point harness.
Correct, so this is the harness booster category, and with this category as opposed to the other two, this category can only be used forward facing.
Okay, so we have backward, both, and this is only forward facing.
Correct.
Okay, great. So what kind of child would I use this for?
Yeah, so this is a child that is ready to go forward facing. And with this seat, it's actually 3-in-1. So the Nautilus itself can be used in 3 modes. It can be used in a harness booster mode, which is used up to 65 pounds in your 5-point harness. And we would always say, keep children harnessed as long as possible. That's the rule of thumb that we go by. And then as you move into your backless or your high back belt positioning booster, your harness will come off, and that can be used up to 100 pounds.
Okay.
And then finally, the back will actually completely remove, and then you can use it as a backless belt positioning booster up to 100 pounds again. It does have other Grow With Me features like your harness. So that again is going to help position both the harness when child's younger and then your belt as the child grows.
So when this one is forward facing, it can be 3 different types of car seats.
Correct.
Is what you're saying. So it can be the 5-point car seat, 5-point harness car seat, and then transition into a high back booster, and this comes off. And then it can also go into a low back or no back booster for up to 100 pounds.
Exactly.
Okay, so this one really grows with your child forward facing.
It does, and as your child gets older, there are fun things for your older child. We've got integrated storage compartments, which are underneath the armrest, and then your integrated cup holder as well. So in order to keep that larger or older child more entertained and on the car ride.
That's great. So tell me about the next category. This is a high back booster.
Correct. So this is the belt positioning booster category, and as the name suggests, it's used when your child's ready to transition into using your vehicle seat belt.
Okay.
So with that, you can either purchase a high back or a no back unit. This high back is the turbo booster, so this is a 2-in-1, which means it can be used as a high back or a no back. In your high back mode, you will have your open loop belt guides at the top here, and that's going to help position the child's vehicle belt across their shoulder. And then down on the base, you can see these color-coded belt guides again, and that's going to help position the child's belt across their hips versus their abdomen.
Okay, so it's all about safety and keeping that belt in the right place.
Exactly.
So what size child do you use a booster for?
Yep, so the turbo booster in high back mode can be used from 30 to 100 pounds, and then in no back mode from 40 to 100 pounds. One question we get a lot though is, how do I know that my child's ready to actually move out of the belt positioning booster? So that is a great question. We always say that it really truly depends on your child and the way that belt fits them. So it's something you should always check. The American Academy of Pediatrics actually recommends that a child be at least 4 foot 9 inches tall, or between the ages of 8 to 12. Again, it's always important to make sure that you check it yourself for your own child to ensure that they're ready.
Great. Well, thanks for being with us today,
Yeah, thank
Casey.
you.
This is really informative on how to pick a car seat for your child.
Great, thank you so much.